Okay, we are going to make a welt pocket now for your other sample. And you guys can do it on the same piece of 10 by 10 that we give you. So my welt pocket is up here because my bound buttonholes are on a different one, but you could put your pocket here, do a couple of buttonholes down here, or just however you want to arrange it. I went ahead and put mine here at the top so I could put the lining in it to show you. So this is a sample that only has the welt pocket. I'm going to use the PowerPoint, and this is a PowerPoint that will be in Learning Suite. And I'm going to follow this one here, and we'll probably have a couple of PowerPoints on welt pockets, but I'm going to do this method, and it's called the strip method. Now your book also has a method of how to do welt pockets. It's called the no-fail double welt pocket. It's a good, I have made them that following those directions as well, and it turned out good. I just kind of like the look of this one better. So I'm going to actually video this one, but you're welcome to use either one. So the first thing you're going to do is figure out on your jacket where you want your pocket to go. Now what I did is I kind of slightly went ahead and did a chalk mark, but I would be careful on that because I did yellow, and look, it may not come out. It's a sample, so I don't care. But be careful on that. Another thing is a lot of times a welt pocket will go over top of a dart or a princess seam. That's okay, but just don't have it end at the dart or the princess seam. If I had a seam here, I would not put it here at the end of the pocket. I'd put it kind of somewhere in the middle. So once you mark the corners of your welt pocket, then come around to the wrong side, and as you can see, I've interfaced the wrong side. I've used a little lighter weight interfacing than probably what you will do on your jacket, but I just wanted to interface it here to show you what I'm doing. And so I pulled my pins through and I marked the corners, and then I took the pins out and I made, so now I know where the location is, and then I went ahead and straightened it out here with those corners and I actually used a yellow one because the white one was a little harder to see. I'd probably use white on my jacket because I would be able to see it good enough, but where we're videoing, I want something that really shows, and so I use the yellow. The other thing is, when you mark it, you need to decide exactly how big and long you want your pocket to be. Normally, a women's pocket is 5.5 to 6.5, so I'm going to make mine 6. If I was a little smaller size, I would probably go to the 5.5. So it's going to be 6 inches long, and then I have to decide the width. Well, I want the little lips, you could call them, to be 1/4 inch each. So I have marked this at 1/2 inch. So, and I have drawn my line here and here, 1/2 inch apart, and then I went back and did my 2 lines here that are 6 inches apart. Now you might wonder, why did I go beyond the little box I need? But when you are attaching the lips, sometimes it's helpful to see where the line, like beyond where it is placed, so you can make sure you're placing it accurately where you want it to go. Okay, so I've gone ahead and marked this on the wrong side. You can see the interfacing. Now let me mention, if you decide to use hair canvas on your jacket, then you would need to interface this area, and you could either do that with a fusible or you could do that with a sew-in, but you need something a little bigger than the pocket, and it would just go right here. And then you'd get your pocket made, and then your hair canvas, you'd actually cut some of the hair canvas away where the pocket opening is. Okay, so this is ready, my jacket. The next thing that you need to get ready is the actual lips of the welt pocket. And here, and the formula's on the PowerPoint, here you want it to be the length of the pocket plus the 2 seam allowances. So I want my pocket to be 6 inches, and I have 2 seam allowances, so that is going to make this a total of 7 1/4. So it's 7 1/4 long. Okay, and you need 2, 1 for each side. So they're both 7 1/4 long. Okay, so that's the length. Now the width. The width here is going to be, and again that little formula is on your PowerPoint, it's 2 times the finished welt plus 2 seam allowances. So if I have 1/4 inch welt lips on each side, that's 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, so that's 1/2 inch, plus 2 seam allowances is another 1.25 inches. So 1/2 inch plus 1.25 inches is 1 3/4 inches. So when I measure this right here, it is 1 3/4 inches. Okay, so I have both of those. So I have everything I need. The only thing I don't have is my pocket lining, but we're going to add that on later. So let's go ahead and get started.